Everyone, in the hotel room today in Dubai, over £100 a night for this room, a 3-star hotel. It's not really the best room, it is very noisy. There's a lot of pests in queue. But the location is pretty good, it's near everything. Near the metro station as well. But yeah, I've been enjoying my time here. Went to the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. Yesterday, I explored the Palm Jumeirah, the views. All of this will be up on my Instagram very soon. But yeah, today I'm going to the safari in the deserts. Looking forward to it. But now let's talk about these 3 main ways narcissists punish you. Number 1 is the silent treatment. Now this also may be known as stonewalling or ghosting. So all of a sudden, they pull away. They withdraw communication, contact. And this is typically in the heat of the moment, when you are wanting, expecting, desiring, longing, yearning, anticipating for something, some response, some answer, some sense of closure, resolve, understanding from them. That's when they pull away. And what does this do? It hinders your ability to communicate effectively. Because in one moment you are having an interaction, an engagement with them. You were communicating and you were expecting a response based on an impact, an effect that they had on you. But then all of a sudden they pull away, they go ghost. This creates confusion in you. It may cause you to doubt yourself, to assume that something is wrong with you. And of course, this is exactly the type of response that they're looking for. This is the type of response that they want, and that's what it's designed to do. It's designed to punish you. Because maybe you were having a conversation about something serious and they didn't want to step up. They didn't want to be responsible. They didn't want to respond to the best of their ability. Or maybe you were holding them accountable and they didn't want to have to deal with it. The shame, the pain, the consequences. They wanted to step away from it. And so this tactic is designed to avoid accountability for their actions. It's designed to avoid progression or advancement so that they remain in control and in an authoritative position over you where they can call the shots, and also so that they can avoid accountability. And it's kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone, because if they can avoid accountability, then they can remain in that position of control and authority, which is what they want, so that they can keep extracting from you. So it serves as a punishment and also as a means for them to continue the extraction process, the supply, the validation, control, and the sense of superiority that they get from you. So that's the first main way that narcissists punish you. Number 2, devaluation. This is where they pick you apart. They criticize you, insult you, put you down, invalidate you. So this is all about making you feel less than who you really are, making you feel less than yourself, and thus less than them. And it's all just to regulate their emotions, to feed their fragile, inflated ego, boost their self-esteem. That's all that it's designed to do, and it's how you know that before they did this, yes, they felt inferior to you. They felt less than you. And that is what drove them, motivated them to do this to you, to devalue you, to criticize you. Number 3, they will undermine you. This is where they may use the triangulation. They may compare you to other people, make subtle references about you or another person to you. This is all designed to take your power away from you. It's meant to damage your authenticity, your sense of self, because that's clearly the problem that they have with you, is that you are aware of your worth, your value, of what you deserve, of what you're entitled to, and of what you should expect from them. This is a problem for them because they don't want to be responsible. They don't want to step up. They don't want to do the work and be who they should be. And so they undermine you because they see that as the problem, because it's what demonstrates your value. It reveals your worth, and it also demonstrates what you deserve, the treatment that you should expect as a result of your worth. So they're trying to get a bargain out of you. And in order for them to do that, they have to undermine you so that you can remain accessible to them. So they sabotage you. It's designed to lessen your power and effectiveness. It's designed to break you down. And that's so that they can maintain the power and control over you. And yeah, it's really designed to silence you. And this is how they keep that power of position and authority, is by undermining you, is by sabotaging you. And it's all a punishment. They want to strip you of your power, your natural God-given ability, and render you incompetent, and making you think that that's who you are. Why do they do this? Why do they have to punish you in this very specific way? It's because that's how they feel by being around you. You have to remember they wore a mask. They operate with a false self. They already knew from the beginning that they did not deserve you. They did not deserve access to you. They did not deserve to be anywhere near you. And what proves my point is that they abuse you, they mistreat you, misuse you. That's how you know they don't deserve you. And that's how you know that they know they don't deserve you. Because if they did, they would be building you up. They would be loving you, caring for you, being good to you. And I can take this one step further as well. I mean, even after the undermining of you, then they also go to, after stripping you of your power, they dump all of the duty and responsibility onto you. And these are expectations of the person that you were before they did things to you, before they destroyed you. And now they expect you to perform to this level after they've done their work on you and affected you. Again, it's a very specific punishment. And it's because that's exactly how they felt by being around you, by being in your presence. They were operating with a false character who's meant to be omnipotent, all-powerful, all-knowing, that can do anything. that has limitless godlike abilities, and yet they couldn't do anything. They couldn't perform to your expectations of what, it was based on what they presented to you. So they presented themselves as omnipotent, godlike, all-powerful, desirable, successful. That was the false character, but they couldn't live up to that. And that's why they now want to keep you in this very specific dynamic where you are stripped of your power. And it's almost like the real person that you are, that has become a false character. And yet you're still expected to perform to the best of your ability, all the while they're still undermining you. It regulates their emotions. It makes them feel powerful because now they're keeping you down, and you were something before. You're thinking you were someone, and you were once performing at a very high level and providing for them. And this is how, they're able to destroy everything that you were for them, all because of their trauma. It is a trauma response. They feel so inadequate, so bad about themselves, of what they presented themselves to be but could not be, and you saw through it. You saw through the act and realized that they can't be anything for you. So then they wanted to put you through it. They wanted to make it that way for you. So now you can see the drive behind it, the motivation, the incentive. It's all one big projection. That's all that it is. When a narcissist punishes you, it's a projection of how they feel about themselves. They want to be the judge, jury, and the executioner. And it's all because they couldn't handle it. They're too fragile. They couldn't accept that they were wearing a mask, that they were operating with a false character, and that they weren't who they said they were. They weren't this limitless, omnipotent person, but they viewed you as that. Now, you weren't either. I mean, you may have been performing at a very high level, but there were limits to you as well. But they idealized you. They viewed you as godlike, perfect, omnipotent. And that's how they were able to devalue you and affect you in the ways that they did, because they thought you could always bounce back from it. They viewed you as an object, a cartoon character. And that's how they were able to do such extreme things to you. Because they looked at it like, you'll bounce back, you'll recover. This is how narcissists view their very wealthy victims or targets. When they steal from you, when they spend all your money, that's how they're thinking. They're literally thinking in their minds, so what? It's not a big deal to you. That's how they think. But then they tell themselves that again and again in each moment. So all of these behaviors, these effects accumulate, and gradually it erodes your power and effectiveness. So yeah, that's what's going on. And these are the three main ways that they punish you. Although, there is also the fourth way, as I mentioned at the end, which is how they may then dump everything onto you. Now you're responsible for everything, all of the problems that they caused, that they're blaming you for. And this is after they've stripped you of your power, ability, effectiveness, and rendered you incompetent. And of course, it may seem ridiculous to you, but to them, it makes perfect sense. And they feel entitled, justified to leave you in that position because it was once that way for them. The problem is they don't want to accept that they are fake, they are corrupt, they were lying, manipulating you, deceiving you. So all they really did was groom you for this very specific purpose, for the abuse. So yeah, that's it. 3 or 4 ways, main ways that narcissists punish you. And yeah, at that point, it's just anything that you cling to. I mean, anything you cling to that provides you with a sense of self, a sense of identity, they have to break it. I remember life coach Michele Nieves mentioning in one of her videos, after she was controlled, isolated, her sense of self eroded, she'd have to wait for the narcissist to go out of the house just to read a book. And then once she heard the car coming down the drive, the keys going in the door, she had to hide the book like it was her lover. This is it. Anything that you try and cling to at that point that provides you with a sense of self, a sense of identity, a sense of who you are, they have to destroy it. They have to demonize it. They have to turn against it. And it's all because they just know you're a better person than they are. In many ways. That's what this comes down to. They wanted to be around the best, their best option, their best choice. Well, they're pretending to be something, and that's why they're then unable to perform, unable to live up to what they presented to you. That's why they turn against you once you see through it. Once you stop waiting around, expecting what you were promised. Because as long as they can keep you holding on to their lies and future faking, they're fine with that. As long as you believe in it. The problem is your belief. Once you take your hope and belief away, they know they've lost then. They've lost the supply. They've lost control. So that's what this is. That's what's going on. And I apologize for my voice. As you can hear in the background, there's drills upstairs, people talking outside the door, horns going crazy outside. It does provoke a lot of anxiety. So, got to take a moment just to breathe. The gang stalking is very intense. But hopefully, when I go to Africa now in a couple of days, I'm hoping it'll be more peaceful there. And I will be able to communicate more effectively with you. Because I know many of you are missing my older style of videos where I am more calm, I am more relaxed. Of course, it's difficult to listen to someone when they're a nervous wreck, when they're being bombarded from all sides. And, you don't see a lot of the things that I go through outside of the videos too. Like all morning, it's typically from 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. Again, I'm bombarded with noise, just constant banging, horns, everything. 4 a.m. to 8 a.m., doesn't matter what country I'm in. It could be Malaysia, Philippines, Sri Lanka, Dubai. It could be anywhere. And it's very anxiety provoking. But it also it's damaging to the brain, and it affects you cognitively. So it can be difficult to think, difficult to recall events or process information. But the interesting thing is that once you come out of this fog, you can then think clearly again and recall memories and information before that traumatic event. Now, I find that very interesting. But it could be a survival mechanism. Because, when you have this awareness of these people, of who they really are and what they're doing to you, that can put you in serious danger. They may lash out. So when your mind just goes blank and you can't think clearly, potentially that could help you to survive in that environment. But yeah, I've just been enjoying my time here exploring Dubai. I've seen the Burj Khalifa, tallest building in the world. And also a Palm Jumeirah last night. And the desert safari, that'll be today. I'm looking forward to sharing the rest of my photos with you on my Instagram. And also, I didn't meet anyone here in Dubai. I had a ton of options. I really did. I mean, I was talking to probably over 100 women in the Dubai area. I just cut them all off. I wasn't really interested, it's not, I don't really find them attractive. They're not really my type of women. And personality-wise as well, it's not my kind of energy. So, yeah, I was talking to over 100 women in Dubai. And I haven't met one. And I'm not planning to meet any of them either. And what I will say is that, when I was in the Philippines, most of the time I was just miserable. I wasn't happy at all. Even though I did meet many women there. I was dating a lot and we were going out places, but I just wasn't interested, really. I was kind of pushing myself, forcing myself to, because I know, it's kind of the societal expectation. It's like, it's the number one thing that you should be focused on kind of thing. And it's like, everyone wanted to see me with them, and I was just lying to myself. I didn't really want to be with any of them, thinking about it. And even though I didn't meet any women in Sri Lanka, and I haven't met any women here in Dubai, I've been a lot happier. I just feel more free, more at peace. I feel more like myself, more connected to myself and to positive emotions. And that's how, I said before in a video a few days ago of how I had a good time in Sri Lanka. It was great. I really enjoyed it, just going around by myself. And I've really enjoyed it here too. And not only that, it's about not worrying about women, not feeling obligated to have to meet someone, and not having to fix all of their problems, their emotions that many of them have. Instead, I can just focus on myself. I can focus on my own emotions, my own happiness, and it's been great. Aside from the gang stalking, the harassment, I have had women follow me everywhere. I mean, every time I go out the door, there's women chasing after me, and every night when I come back, doesn't matter what time it is, it could be midnight. I already know as soon as I go through those hotel doors, there's gonna be women there waiting for me, trying to get my attention. I'm just not interested. I feel great being by myself. When I go out in the day and I explore, I enjoy my own peace. When I come back at night, laying in bed, doing my work, it's just great. It's how I want it to be. Now, of course, when I go to Africa, it may be different. I mean, I do like African women. And, I am looking forward to meeting them, dating. But Sri Lanka and Dubai, what's really made this trip special, what's really made me enjoy it is just forgetting about all of the women on social media, dating apps, and just focusing on myself. And honestly, that's what I recommend all of you to do. As I've always said, you know, once you come out of a relationship with a narcissist, you need you. Don't go on the rebound. Don't jump in a relationship with someone else. Just forget about it. Yes, it may be painful. It may be lonely, especially in the first few days. But after that, you're going to be glad that you did it. And you're not going to want to trade your peace for anyone unless it's someone who's coming in with good energy and can complement your peace. But you're going to be more focused on your healing journey. And that's it, you know, that's the best part about it. It's all about the journey, the progression. That's the most exciting part. It's much better than the destination, the goal. So, yeah, I definitely recommend those of you who are going on vacation, definitely, you know, come and explore Dubai. See the Burj Khalifa. See the Palm Jumeirah. Go on the desert safari. It's a great experience. Especially if you can come alone, you know, if you are the type of person who enjoys your own company, your own peace, you will love it. Because, you know, it can be distracting when you go with another person. You don't take it all in. But I'm the type of person, you know, even though I experienced the gang stalking harassment, and 24 hours a day, you know, I've always got people around me. Always got people chasing after me. I've trained myself to be more self-focused, more just zoned in to, you know, what I want to do, what I want. And so it's become more and more effective, and, you know, I'm just really enjoying it. I'm just really enjoying myself. And yeah, you know, that's what I've noticed, is that I don't enjoy myself with most people. That's what the problem is. Most people's energy, it just throws me off. It doesn't make me feel good, even when they try to convince me. No matter how persuasive, how convincing they are that I need them, I can already feel it. I can sense it. This energy is not good for me. It's destroying me. But that being said, you know, there were some people that I met in the Philippines, and they had good energy. And it did make me feel good, even if it was only for a moment. But yeah, I am looking forward to more positive experiences. And, you know, going to a quieter place, just getting away from the control. Because, you know, life is too short to just be someone else's puppet. It's much better to be free from the strings, free from the conditioning, the brainwashing, the manipulation. It's just you don't see it when you're in the narcissistic fog. You're in the fear, obligation, and guilt. Once you identify it, once you become aware of it, then you can experience your freedom. But you won't experience it until you develop the awareness of it first. So that's very important. So, you know, that's what I advise to you. Develop the awareness of it. Yes, I'm in the narcissistic fog. Yes, I've been manipulated. Yes, I'm experiencing fear, guilt, obligation. Now, what am I going to do about it? How am I going to step out of this? First, you have to recognize that this person is not the authority over you. They are not your gods. You need to take back control over your own sense of yourself and your own life, and then you will be free. And it's like, finally, you just feel more connected to the world at that point, when you're no longer under this person's control. So, yeah, that's what I'd like to finish this video with, and I hope that it is helpful for you. I really do, because it has helped me too. So, And yeah, that's really what I want to do for anyone, you know, that's just what's at the core of my being. Call it childhood conditioning, I don't know what it is, but you know, once we strip everything down, that's what I really want. It's just progression, advancement. I want to lift people up. I want to ease people's pain because that's what I can't stand. I mean, you know, yes, as I've talked about before, I have to accept it. You know, I'm a perfectionist. People have to suffer. They have to go through the pain, the process. It's a very important part of it. We all do. But, you know, yesterday, being at the Palm Jumeirah and this child was crying the entire time, and oh, it was just a horrible feeling. I do definitely have a weakness. I struggle to have to witness someone else's pain. It definitely hurts me far more than my own pain. I can go through pain very easily, but seeing someone else go through it, that makes me very weak. Especially when, you know, it's someone who's not related to me and I can't do anything about it. It's like torture. But fortunately, you know, when you're dealing with narcissists, thankfully, and with gang stalking, you don't have to deal with any of that. In a typical person's life, you have to watch people going through a lot. You have to see them sweat, you have to see them going through pain. And if you're an empath, it can just destroy you. But thankfully, you know, with that's one good thing that comes out of dealing with a narcissist or with gang stalking, is that you're not having to see their pain, and instead they make you go through it. So that's one benefit of it, if there's anything. It's kind of funny when you think about it, but this is just what we go through as empaths, isn't it? But yeah. Anyway, I'm off to the desert safari now. But I really enjoy talking to you. And I hope that this message has been helpful for you. So give it a thumbs up and comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you enjoyed that bit of humor at the end. We've got to laugh sometimes. And subscribe, click all notifications so that you will be notified when I go live again. And donations, you can donate, go to paypal.me/Narc Survivor. Check out my daily blog posts or book a one-on-one with me. Go to narcsurvivor.co.uk. And also, it is Narc Survivor Coaching on TikTok and Instagram. Narc Survivor 18 on X, new videos every day on there. And also the Facebook group, it's called Narc Survivor. Apologize for the noise as always. It's constant with the gang stalking. I've barely had any sleep since I got you. But yeah, making it through, and you know, I am looking forward to getting out of here as well. Going to Africa. Hopefully it will be more peaceful. You know, I just value boundaries, separation. I don't like enmeshment. I don't like emotional incest. I love a good boundary, you know. It just makes me feel more like myself. If you think that you feel like yourself when there's no boundaries and there is enmeshment, you must be in denial, you're gaslighting yourself, you've been brainwashed, there's something wrong. You will find yourself when there are boundaries around you, when you're not enmeshed, and it is as simple as that. When you are enmeshed with other people, and your energy is intermixed and you don't know where you end and they begin, that is a serious problem. And this is why I say you can't be yourself around a narcissist, because they don't want boundaries, they don't want respect, they don't want separation, they envy you, so they want to be enmeshed. They want to get all up in you. They do not want to separate. But this is it, elevation requires separation. And also, I do believe that love is separation. We're not grateful for people when they're always there. We don't appreciate them then. When you separate them, absence makes the heart grow fonder. Love often means letting go, even if it is just to return again at a later date. This is what love is. But love is also letting go and knowing that you're still connected. As for narcissists, they don't let go. They don't want separation because it's fear, it's control. Love cannot exist in that type of environment. It's either fear or it's love. Love requires courage. Love requires facing the insecurity, letting go of control. Something the narcissist will never experience. But yeah, just to close a message. Thank you all for joining me on another Narc Survivor live video.